Geoff Kim. Hello, Scott Mueller. Thanks for joining us here on SUV TV. Partner, after the game that we just saw, how do you think about histrionics and point the positives here on this one, but can't wait for the young freshman out for folks in Kettering, William Pedler Jr. to see the floor.
Heard such good things about him from some of the Baden coaches, and I think he's one of the more electric players in that league. And given that Alter is only 4-1 in the league and second in the division behind McNick, I'm excited to see what he can do.
It's Alter and Upper Arlington. We'll have the starting lineups in the opening tip-off when we return on SUV TV. If you're ready now, let's give the starting lineups here in this ball game. First for the Alter Knights at 8-5, 5-1 in the GCL Co-Ed. Their head coach in his 13th year at the helm is Eric Coulter. Three-guard look for the folks in Kettering, 0. Drew Cripps at 5'11", a junior. 3, Peyton Bakos at 5'11", a junior. And 4, Thomas Nicholas at 6 foot tall, a junior. Up front is 2, Grant Guess at 6'6", a senior. And 11, Nassif Fenton Jr. at 6'6", a senior. For Upper Arlington, the Golden Bears at 9-3. They're 3-2 out of the Ohio Capital Conference. Their head coach in his 3rd year at the helm, Joe Bills. In the backcourt, it's 10, Hayden Henry at 6'2", a senior. 15 is Luke Mitchell at 6'1", a junior. Up front, it's 4, Brody Larrison at 6'6", a senior. 5, 6 is Charlie Hunt at 6'3", a sophomore. And 11 is Will Graves at 6'2", a junior. Partner, we're still catching our breath from the last game, and it was an amazing game that we saw between Lakota West and La Lumiere. And La Lumiere ended up winning in overtime, and a last-second 3 by Devin Cleveland, 72-71 in overtime. So the fact that we came down to a final shot in regulation and a final shot in overtime tells you how great of a game that ended up being.
It really was. The excitement, the stands were filled and everybody was super excited. You know, we're probably going to see something a little bit different in this contest. I mean, what I know about Alter is that they really love their extended 2-3 zone defense, but they also love to pressure out of that. They like to turn their opponents over, and then they like to get out in transition and score quickly. Now, even when they can't, they still hustle back. They will still press from time to time. But again, they like to live off of turnovers just like Lakota West did, so they will like to score quickly.
We pride ourselves on running a first-class event, and we ask that all players, coaches, and fans act in a respectful
manner. We do have some numbers on Alter. They're scoring just about 67.5 points a ball game.
And now let's meet the starters for tonight's
and they're outscoring their opposition by about 4. We don't have the same kind of numbers for Upper Arlington. For some reason, the folks in Columbus don't love keeping stats the way that Dayton and Cincinnati folks do. Go figure.
Yeah. Senior, number 4, Brody Larrison.
But we can't tell you that the Golden Bears are 9-3. They are 3-2 in the conference, and the OCC is tough. Meanwhile, tough themselves is the GCL Co-Ed, and Alter right now is in the 2nd place in the conference. And they're looking for a return visit to the state Final Four. They won it all just 2 years ago.
And they're very well coached. Coach Eric Coulter does a really nice job. Now, he is the replacement for a legendary coach in Coach Petrovich. And Petroselli, and he learned from someone who absolutely values the game. So he understands everything there is to know about Alter basketball, and even played for Kettering Alter. So, you know, he does a great job with these players, and he has maintained everything that Alter basketball is about, and very much a competitor when it comes to understanding night basketball.
By the way, Joe Petroselli coached at Alter. Before Coulter came in, he was the only head coach the basketball program ever saw. 50 years with the program, 831 wins, and 3 state titles. Of course, he coached the Paxton brothers, both made the NBA, notably John and Jim. And speaking of Petroselli, the legacy still lives on. His daughter, Mary Jo, I believe, is still a statistician, and I see her directly across the way, keeping score and track of things here for the Alter Knights.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Alter is in the white uniforms tonight. They've got the maroon or the brown, if you will, with the gold trim and piping. Meanwhile, it's the black uniforms tonight with the gold trim and piping for the Golden Bears.
Partner, you mentioned it already, and that is that William Pegley Jr., who is leading the GCL co-ed in scoring at 17.8 points per game, is not starting this contest. Now, as curious as that may be, I'm sure we will see him.
It's tapped into the backcourt. Guess and Larrison tipped it off, and away we go here in the nightcap here in Kettering. Alter in the home white. They run the weave up top. Grant Guess stuck in the paint. Gets out of the 3-second lane and back to Pekin Bakos. And before they can get the shot off on the pass, we got a foul underneath.
Upper Arlington foul call number 5, Charlie Hunt.
Charlie Hunt picks up the personal. That's the first team foul. That's the first foul of the day. It's on the shot. So it's Peyton Bakos to the line where he's 30 of 33 at the stripe this year, and he continues to fill it up. 1-0 in favor of Alter. Two more here. He is now 32 of 35. That's in the 93 percentile. 2-0 Alter.
Getting our first look at Alter's defense, extending it in the full court. And here we get a look at their 2-3, extended, getting ready to trap.
Loose ball, picked up out there by Larrison.
They will look to trap.
Henry got a touch back outside. It's Larrison letting fly with the 3, no good. And Alter quickly up the floor with Fenton Jr. Back outside, 3, a little short. Grant Guest misfires, this one tapped out. A minute gone by, Alter has a 2-0 lead. Golden Bears trying to get up on the board. It's Larrison, fills out left of the lane, misfires with the right-hand shot.
Alter does a really nice job of limiting their opponents to only one shot, doing a great job of boxing out down low, getting the ball out quickly.
Charlie Freiberger's in there for Alter. He has the ball now, out in front of the Golden Bear bench. Larrison. Did we say, we gave the wrong name, beg your pardon, Peyton Bakos. So Bakos and then now Guess has it. This is what happens when we're playing catch up with rosters. So it's Guess with the ball. Nicholas shuffled his feet, got away with maybe a travel, and plays now back to Bakos. And they continue to play the weave 2 minutes deep into this ball game.
Very much a 5-out style offense. All the players out on the perimeter, not much in the paint.
Now see Fenton, 2 hands it
There's
inside.
a cutter.
Good look to the hole and finally in for Bakos. Bakos or Bakos, Bakos, beg your pardon, and it's 4-0.
And don't expect Alter to abort this 2-3 zone anytime soon, even if Upper Arlington is able to scratch back into this.
It's Luke Mitchell with the ball. Hayden Henry now has it. They're staying out on the perimeter as well. Not a lot inside right now, and it's not for size, to be fair. Here's 3 from the wing, too strong for Larrison. The rebound, the putback, turnaround shot, Graves misfires, Fenton the rebound for Alter. And they want to run a little bit, up the sideline. Bed goes to the hole, no good, and Fenton tried to get it, he can't finish. And the Golden Bears come back on the attack, down by 4. Ball tapped away, loose, and it's still fought for. It's picked up by Cripps on a 2-on-1 break. To the hole he goes.
And that is exactly Alter Knight basketball. Scrappy, get after you, get up and pressure out of the 2-3. They're back into the 1-2-2, but as soon as the ball gets across half court, they're back into their 2-3 zone.
6-0 run to start off this ball game, 3.5 minutes deep. If you're Eric Coulter, you'll take it.
Absolutely. And the substitutions will come in to keep fresh legs up top.
It's Graves. Skip pass back over here, Larrison, and the work in and a foul.
Those are the fouls that are going to happen as part of this defense, that as they try to split the seams, Alter's going to look to get the jump balls. They're not much for reaching and slapping. They're more for reaching and grabbing that ball, creating jump balls.
It's a hold on Drew Cripps. That's his first. Team fouls are even at 1 with 4:05 to play here in this opening quarter. A common foul. The layup, no good for Charlie Hunt. Money's on that side of the floor have been hard to come by.
Here's William Pegler.
Pegler's in, off the bench, leading scorer in the GCL co-ed this year. Here's a long three, no good for a Bakos. Little stop and go action here. A lot of activity, not a lot of points though.
Correct. A little stalemate here.
They play down to the corner and the return up high. Luke Mitchell getting a touch. Hayden Henry now between the circles. Three from the corner. No good for Will Graves. And the Golden Bears awfully cold here to start off this ball game in Kettering.
Yeah, and I was curious as to when Upper Arlington was going to start taking the shots.
No good for Cripps from long range.
Good box out.
Right now, Alter's not doing themselves any favors either. Here's three. This one's short this time for Luke Mitchell. One and done. 2-on-2. Down the floor. Hits Cripps to the hole. And no good. Skips off the rim.
But that's precisely what they want. They want to get out quickly and they want to get the ball at the rim.
Catch and release. Three on the way. And the route is broken for Will Graves and the Golden Bears.
I believe that's what the Golden Bears are going to need to do a little bit more consistently in order to stay within this ball game. Is either get to the rim through the seams or shoot the ball a little bit better.
6-3. Double your pleasure for the Knights.
Ooh, we missed that one.
Pegler has it. Now it's Bakos. Pops free throw line, too strong. Will Graves the rebound, and the Golden Bears trying to get something going with 2 to play. Well, we have a good pacing to this ball game. It's not frenetic like the last one.
No,
nice step
not at
around.
all.
Hunt will send it back outside. 3 misfired by Hayden Henry.
It's not for the lack of shots. Both teams are getting shots. Just can't find the bottom of the net.
Mitchell has it, plays to Hayden Henry.
Ooh, I think that's travel. I think that's travel.
That is.
Yep.
Back in for the Knights, number 4, Thomas.
Even blind men and lead announcers will see that one.
With football offers from Ohio University and Liberty University.
Even from all the way up here, we can notice that was a travel.
90 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. 6-3 Alter. It's Pegler creating, driving, no good. Got it back, put it up, no good. He'll go to the line. William Pegler averaging 18 points a ball game. He's an 80% shooter at the stripe this year. That accentuates his ability to score.
Yeah.
Just a freshman.
And he is extremely quick. I would imagine he can get to the rim pretty easily.
Nolan Mueller guilty of the personal. And Pegler gets his first point of the night.
A left-hander.
You got to watch out for those southpaws.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
A little bit tougher to guard, a little bit tougher to prepare for when you're used to guarding right-handers, as most players are.
And for the Golden Bears, number 2, Nate Nichols.
Multiple substitutions into this ball game. There's that line change
Yeah.
that you keep talking
Yeah.
about.
Keep those fresh legs out on the floor.
It's Mueller with the ball. Skips it, and now they keep it around the arc. Nice step around for Henry, and they play it back outside to the corner. The drop off. And then we look underneath. And a foul. Well, or we do have some contact
Yeah,
anyways, and they'll stay up front.
I was going to say there was something down there, but no closed fists, so no foul.
No harm, no foul. We play on.
Yep.
57 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter. Just one field goal for the Golden Bears here in this one.
So that call ended up being a jump ball, which just ended up staying here. So now they got a foul.
And now we head the other way.
Yeah.
Charge against the offense.
Okay.
Foul ball number 2, Nate Nichols, his first, team's third. And for Upper Arlington, number 3, Charlie Freiberger.
Nate Nichols picks up the personal.
Yep.
Here's Pegler. Finds the lane, goes to the
good
hoop,
move.
and one!
Good move for a lefty to be able to spin back to his right and make that finish.
Foul called number 2, Nate Nichols. That's his second personal, team's fourth.
Nate Nichols picks up 2 quick here in this first
Wade
quarter.
Pegler Jr. at the line, shooting 1.
Definitely can see a little taste and a little understanding as to why he's the leading scorer in the GCL co-ed when he can spin back to his right and finish like that.
He lets fly and good. He's perfect at the line. He's got the game high lead at 5 points, outscoring the Golden Bears.
All by himself.
11-3. As we come down in the final minute of this first quarter. The pump, no good for Luke Mitchell, and the rebound to Grant Guess for Alter. Let's see if they play for a final shot.
As they should, with an 8-point lead and the ball. Possession arrow also favors Alter, so this could be a two possession advantage. Get one now and then start the second quarter with it.
It's Pegler with 5 to play. 1 to play. They got to get a shot off at the buzzer. No good for Thomas Nicholas, and we head to the second. 11-3. Alter has the early lead here at Flying to the Hoop here on SUV TV. We head to the second quarter as we get a look at Joe Bills, who now has his back turned to it. Now he turns around. 3-year starter at Wright State. And I bring him up because Bills has turned in a nice career coaching, but he was playing at Wright State when I was calling TV play-by-play at the Nutter Center. So it's a homecoming of sorts. Pegler in for 2 more.
Wow.
That lefty
William
layup looks
Pegler
real
Jr.
good.
Well, it's showing real well right here, right now. That's for sure.
He's got 7 of the 13
Oh, that's travel.
steps.
Yep.
You also got to love the ball handler when there's a who me on that one.
Right.
But Charlie Freiberger, guilty of steps.
Yeah. I mean, he got deep enough into the lane. You might as well settle for the short jumper at that point. And there's no reason to pass the ball when they're backing off of you.
And it's a double-digit lead, by the way, after the last Pegler make for Alter. They're up by 10.
Oh, okay.
A little miscommunication, and we turn it over.
Yeah, I think the little
Back in the ninth, number
ball
3,
just got a little
Mason
slippery there
Nichols.
for Mr. Pegler.
Alter shoots very well from the floor, 50.5%. Now, inside the three-point line, they shoot incredibly well, 66%. That's Lakota West territory.
Right, right. And a lot of it is going to the rim.
They work in. A high arcing shot off the window for Larrison.
Brody Larrison.
He breaks the drought. The 13-3 run by Alter.
Good move.
And the finish. Good, again, good move. Grant Guess.
Yeah, that's
Guess
good.
averaging 12.5 a ball game, and it's 15-5.
That was good read. Got head and shoulders around his man. Got downhill. Good finish.
They extend a 2-3 zone. One of the things, I'll be honest, as we see a 3 from the wing, knock it down! Will Graves, his second trifecta. He's got all the points, or actually, no, he has 6 of the 8 for the Golden Bears.
I feel like that's something the Golden Bears are going to have to do a little bit more consistently if they want to be competitive with Alter today, and that's shoot the 3 a little bit better. Good pass.
Inside. And Guess gets 2 more.
Yeah. You can't trail around screens like that. They're going to have to go under.
Guess averaging 12.5 a ball game, 17-8. One of the things that we saw a little earlier on, watch how the Golden Bears play from the baseline, from the corner inside. That's an old Wright State precept back in the days of Joe Bills when he was running point.
Okay.
Not that I'm trying to give away corporate secrets.
No, right, no. Heaven forbid. Good back cut, nice.
And a good finish down low. Luke Mitchell with 2. His first 2 of the afternoon, 17-10.
Yeah, and that was a good time for that back cut too. William Pegler was just overplaying on the perimeter.
Here's a long 3.
Yeah.
Glass and nothing else this time for Nicholas.
Good pass.
Jump pass back to the wing. 3, back iron in out for Luke Mitchell. They keep it alive.
Oh.
Here's a really long 3
There
straight
you
on.
go.
Knock it down
Okay.
for Hayden Henry.
Okay.
And a timeout.
Okay.
Timeout on the court, Alter Knights.
Timeout to Alter. So what was once a 10-point ball game has been cut back to a 4-point contest at 17-13. And finally, the Golden Bears starting to feel something on offense.
Yeah. And it kind of plays into what I said just a little bit ago. Number 1, you got to shoot the ball a little bit better from the 3-point line. Number 2, they're getting out a little bit quicker, trying to beat that zone down, which helps. And then number 3, that their bigs are starting to get to the rim with a little bit more intent. Getting the ball to the rim, not just settling for fadeaway, short, what I would, dump shots. I did happen to notice, though, that at that timeout, Coach Coulter, as the players were approaching the bench, he was giving one of his players some what for taking what I would consider to be just a settle 3.
Here's Pegler with the ball. Fenton has it top of the key. They stay on the outside. They're 5 out right now. It's Bako, slow left, nice wrap around. It goes to Fenton, lost it,
yeah.
And we have the other way off his right foot.
It's well defended.
Still a 4-point ball game as we come up on the midway point of the second quarter.
See you in the morning.
Oh, good take.
All right.
And a miss and a foul. Luke Mitchell. We'll see 2 shots here for Luke Mitchell.
Off the foul ball number 23, William Pegler Jr., his first team.
Pegler picks up his first personal. No good for Mitchell on the first. 6'1" junior guard has 2 points in the book here this evening. In the nightcap of 5 games here on this Sunday.
You can always tell a well-coached team when they can get down early but don't give up. Battle back and are no worse for wear.
3-point contest. Pegler penetrates, goes to the rim, no good, and it's Fenton to clean it up. Now see, Fenton gets 2 of his own on the cleanup bucket, and it's 19-14.
Alter back to that 2-3 zone defense after the 1-2-2. Oh.
And a good finish there, this time for Larrison. What we're seeing is a lot more methodical than the game that we saw immediately before this one.
Agreed.
That game was a track meet.
It was. It absolutely was. Up and down the court. A lot of scoring. This one,
The running one-hander, no good, and gets to the line.
and
Fouls on Hayden Henry.
this game seems a lot more predictable as well.
Well, in some odd way, I'm trying to put my finger on it. The spacing seems to be a little bit more logical.
Yeah.
Not better,
Right.
logical.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Logical.
It's Guest to the firing line. Right, he throws it up, and no good on the first. Alter shooting 74% as a team at the stripe this year. Guest is a 69.5% shooter at the charity stripe. 1 of 2. 5 for Guest. Out to the sideline. Guest trying to impede progress. Luke Mitchell surveys. They look down low. Larrison tapped out, stays up front. Tapped out from behind him by Grant Guest.
I feel like I'm seeing a lot better movement out of Upper Arlington now than I did in the first quarter. In the first quarter, it just seemed so slow.
There's 3 from the wing.
Yes.
Knock it down! Hayden Henry, beg your pardon. His second tray to make it a 1-point affair. Fenton playing from the top of the key. Bekos. Now Guest. Guest penetrates. Good ball reversal, and he throws it away.
Good defense. Good
5
defense.
on 4.
Good find. Oh, yeah.
The wraparound. Here's 3 from the wing. No good. In and out for Luke Mitchell. Everything but the hoop.
That's it. That's it.
And now we got a foul as well.
Upper Arlington foul number 4, Brody Larrison, his first.
So Larrison with a little excuse me swing after the miss, and it's an Alter possession.
You said it, partner. It was everything right except for the finish, except for that find.
Pegler looking inside, now puts it on the deck. It's been a minute since I've watched GCL co-ed ball, but I do remember the methodicalness of these games between teams like Baden and Alter and McNick.
It definitely still exists with Alter, and I would even venture to say with like Dayton Carroll. But you're seeing a bit of a shift.
And no good for Cripps. They'll head to the line. Continue on.
No, you're just seeing a bit of a shift, though, with McNick and also with Baden as you're seeing some of the coaching changes. You know, Baden going with Ben Cosgrove and McNick. And forgive me, I forget what the coach's name is, but the changeovers have seen a change in style of play.
No good on the first attempt. Foul, by the way, was on Charlie Hunt. That's his second. 3 team fouls here in this quarter, and 1 of 2. (21-19). Elbow jumper, no good. Oh. And we got contact as well. The Golden Bears have closed in. They just can't get over the hump.
Right. But their intensity has picked up.
Foul ball number 5, Charlie Hunt, his third, team's 4th.
So a lot of contact. Charlie Hunt picks up his third on that little foul down here on the baseline. 2-point contest. It's Pegler out on the sideline. Goes inside. Tripp's got a touch momentarily.
Oh,
yes.
find.
Oh,
Wow.
nice find to a cutter, and Bako scores. That was pretty.
Yep.
And well needed for the Knights as they up their lead to 4 with under a minute to play. 3 off the catch, 3 knocked home. Larrison with the trifecta, he's got 7.
He's getting hot at just the right time.
It's a 1-point ball game. So far, Alter has led it wire to wire. Very different from the game we had just previous.
Noticeably different.
Bakos underneath the hoop, misses the lay-in.
Yep.
And maybe if you're the Golden Bears, you play for a final shot.
I think I would, especially with the possession arrow favoring me in the second half.
Mitchell with 14 to play. Gets a screen. Larrison with 8 to play.
Got to go.
They look
Good
inside, turnaround.
No.
Larrison, no good. Tapped out on the
Got a
baseline.
chance.
Here's the throw up and in! Will Graves for 2 to give the Golden Bears a lead.
This concludes the first half of play. Your score at halftime, Alter 23.
24 to 23.
Upper Arlington,
A 1-point lead for the Golden Bears as we go to intermission. We'll take the timeout. When we come back, we'll review the first half and look ahead to half number 2 when we return on SUV TV. We're mere moments away from the start of the second half. 24 to 23, 1 lead change here in this ballgame, and it came on the final shot at the buzzer to give the Golden Bears the 1-point lead. Along with Scott Mueller, I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us here on SUV TV. Our producer, videographer tonight is Marquez Burnett. We're flying to the hoop in Kettering, Ohio, powered by Beacon Orthopedics. As we look at the numbers here, the rebounding battle belongs right now to the Alter Knights, 16 to 13. Assists to turnovers, 3 to 4, 3 assists to 4 turnovers. For Upper Arlington, they've got 6 assists to 2 turnovers. Alter has shot 8 of 23 from the floor for 35%. They have missed every shot, 0 for 6 from behind the arc, and they are 7 of 9 at the charity stripe for 78%. On the other side for Upper Arlington, they are 9 of 23 from the floor at 39%, 5 of 12 from behind the arc, and that was a big factor in the second quarter at 42%, and 1 of 2 at the charity stripe here through the first 16 minutes. Leading scorer in this one is, it looks like it's Will Graves with 8 points. William Pegler Jr., the freshman for Alter, leads the Knights with 7 points.
Yeah. Well, and it looked like Upper Arlington got their shot of caffeine right after the third quarter. I mean, it was a slow start for them. They scored 3 points in the first, but then they rebounded and scored 21 in the second. So if that's indicative to the version of the Golden Bears that we're going to see in the second half, then this game is going to be all them. But I got a funny feeling that, like you had just said, statistically, 0 for 6 in the first half for Kettering. Alter, I don't see that continuing. I see them making shots in the second half.
Are you familiar with regression to the mean?
I am.
So when you go 0 for 6 and you shoot at a clip that's better than that, in this case, they shoot 33% from behind the three-point line as a team. History says that they're going to catch up and get a few more.
That's correct. So we're going to, if anything statistically does say that there's going to be a return to the mean, like you just said, or a regression to the mean, we're going to see Upper Arlington maybe shoot a little bit lower than that in the second half, and we're certainly going to see Alter shoot better than that.
Well, Graves will trigger, and away we go in half number 2. As Golden Bears attack the East End bucket, they go left to right.
So this is a really good opportunity for the Golden Bears to cash in on getting to continue the momentum that they saw at the end of that second quarter. Hitting that big shot to go up 1. They can extend on that with a big score here.
Drive on the baseline, nowhere to go, and the pass out this way. It goes to Luke Mitchell. He gives it up and gets it back. Half minute gone by here in the second half. A 1-point lead for the Golden Bears. It's Larrison, he pumps 17 feet away.
There it is. There it is. A really nice possession. 45 seconds off the clock, ends with a 2-point bucket.
9 for Larrison. 3-point spread between the two teams here this afternoon/evening. Here's straight on three for Fenton, no good. And by the way, starting the second half, we do see the freshman out there, William Pegler Jr. Here's a jumper, and from 12 feet away this time, Larrison gets two more. That's 4 straight points for Brody Larrison.
Yeah, he becomes our first double-digit scorer of the evening. And they continue picking up right where they left off to end the first half.
For a moment there, it showed a 1-2-2 as far as defenses were concerned for the Golden Bears. Nothing on the drive for Bakos, back outside. We'll reset with Nicholas. Bakos comes back up high. He drives to the rack, missed the shot. He had a good look down the right lane, can't finish. High-low, too hot of a pass.
Well, Larrison certainly has a size advantage on Bakos. I don't foresee him needing to do a lot of jumping to guard him. But now he switched back on to Fenton. Good move.
Hell of a move there. The lefty dribble and the penetration and the score by Pegler.
Well, see, that's the difficulty of guarding a lefty, is that a lot of times you just forget that they're left-handed.
9 for Pegler, the freshman, the team leader in scoring, the conference leader in scoring.
Oh.
The ball loose on the floor, and a timeout. Timeout charge to the Golden Bears.
Yeah.
30-second timeout.
Good job by Joe Bills to call for the TO.
It's a great call by Coach Bills. He saw how difficult that ball handling situation was and got the timeout.
So back in the day, Joe Bills, of course, as we mentioned, a 3-year starter at Wright State. And I'm trying to remember, my memory this far away back into the end of the 90s, into the 2000s, occasionally fails me a bit. But I believe that was at the start of the Ed Schilling era. And so Joe Bills really did a great job minding the score as the point guard. So when you understand the way he sees the floor, he appreciates the good point guard play. And whenever you see the good pass, especially the feet inside, or if you're passing from the post back to the outside, he's going to really be happy with that.
I wouldn't expect anything different. I mean, when you see good guard play and you see someone who can see the floor as well as guards can and or should, yeah, it can excite the crowd, and it certainly can excite a good coach.
And Henry on the entry. They've worked the ball around to Mitchell. Five and a half to play. 3-point lead for the Golden Bears. A long three, no good. Not enough legs on that shot as the ball came back to the shooter, Luke Mitchell, and a foul. And Nicholas picks up the personal on the reach.
Back in for Alton, number 0, Drew Cripps.
Drew Cripps comes back in for Eric Coulter's team. By the way, Eric Coulter, a lot of pressure, of course, you know, trying to succeed. You never get to replace Joe Petroselli, especially with his 50 years of tenure and 831 wins.
Right.
Here's a three, and knock it down.
Nice shot.
Will Graves, his third trifecta. He's got 11 in the book, 31 to 25, and the biggest lead of the ball game for Upper Arlington.
Joining Brody Larrison is our second double-figure scorer of the night.
Catch and release, Pegler for 3, left it short. Chased down in the corner by Brody Larrison, and I lost, and here comes Alter. Bakos to the hole.
Good move.
Bakos with 8. Cut the lead back to 4 for Upper Arlington. Loose ball and a trip. Looked like it was going to be a straight steal, but contact, and we've got a foul with 4:20 to play here in the third.
Too much contact there. He split the defenders, trying to get out of that trap.
Fouls on Fenton. That's his first. Tap 2, Joe Bills. Good hands still by the head coach. Wanted to finish up the point on Eric Coulter. So you never get to replace a legend in Joe Petroselli. You only can succeed him, right? From a timing standpoint.
Correct.
but some of that pressure is off after 2 years ago when they won their state championship.
Yeah, I
and
would agree
there's
with
a
that.
3 by Luke Mitchell.
I would agree with that. And that was a heck of a win, and he had a really good team that year too.
By the way, back on the floor, 7 trays by Upper Arlington since the start of the second period. Actually, 6 of them came since the start of the second period of their 7. Benton stuck mid-post, nice turnaround, left it short. Bakos the rebound, has his hack going on up. Luciano Harrigan, it looks like, is in the ball game. And he is, and he's guilty of the hack.
His first, team's first.
Harrigan is a 6'1" senior forward.
Shooting 2.
You can't check into the game, lose your assignment, and then give up an offensive rebound. So you're going to have to step up your effort in that regard.
Number 4, Thomas Nicholas.
Bakos is money in the bank at the charity stripe. Coming into the ball game, 30 for 33 at the charity stripe. He's got 3 makes and makes it 4. I mean, it's smooth. Easy motion, no hitch. He's got 4 makes at the charity stripe to make it 34-29.
Yeah, I would recommend not fouling him anymore.
Here's the pop, 15 feet away, off the mark for Hayden Henry. Pegler in a hurry to the rack with the right hand this time, no good. And they kick it back out. They stay in play with Bakos. Bakos fills the lane, the drop off. It goes to Cripps, outside, 3 from the wing. Rick Guess.
Really good ball movement, really good stability when it came to getting the feet underneath him and finding that open man.
Back to a 2-point ball game. Out to the corner, 3 on the way. The nice answer by Luke Mitchell.
Luke Mitchell answers on the other end, 4-3.
Upper Arlington continuing with the hot shooting. Again here in the second half.
That's their 3rd from long range in the quarter to make it 37-32. Lethargy played a factor in the first half.
Did.
The Golden Bears looked lethargic in the first quarter. That lethargy, by the way, and 1. Bakos with the bucket and the harm. To finish that point, in the second quarter, that lethargy hit Alter pretty hard, and then now we've got a game here in the 3rd.
Yeah.
Upper Arlington foul number 11, Will Graves, his first, team second.
Graves picks up the personal. That's a 2nd here in this quarter against the Golden Bears.
It certainly seems, to your point, partner, that the intensity on both sides of the ball has picked up a little bit. The ball's certainly hitting the bottom of the net at a little bigger clip, which is good. Even the fans like to see that.
Bakos is money in the bank at the charity stripe. Wherever he picked that up, and you almost imagine that as good of a shot that is, that's got to be a parent.
Oh, sure.
A mom or a dad or a favorite uncle, maybe a grandfather. maybe an older brother, but I doubt it.
Oh, wow.
Steal, here's Bakos on a 2-on-2.
Oh, good look.
Up front to Cripps off the glass, no good. The rebound, the putback, that slides off, and now we come up front the other way for Upper Arlington, and they'll wait. Secondary break coming. Out to the wing. Hayden Henry skips it. Larrison. And now Graves. Back over this way. 3, a high arcing shot for Henry is no good. 2-point contest here in Kettering with 1:35 to go. Here in the 3rd. Here's a 3. Off the mark, just off the mark for Nicholas. 1 and done this time for Alter.
Yeah. Now things will walk it up a little bit. Both teams feeling a little bit of the fatigue.
Feed it down low. Here's a turnaround. Low right, no good for Larrison. And there's another 1 and done. Here's Pegler to the hole and in. Boy, that hung on the rim forever.
William Pegler, Jr.
His 2nd field goal of the half to tie it up at 37. Our first tie of the game. We've had 1 lead change and 1 tie. That's it.
Pretty even ball game.
Skip pass, Hayden Henry. Looks back, keeps it, and now plays it to the near side. It's Mitchell. 30 seconds to play here in the quarter. Larrison puts it on the deck. The fadeaway, he had no legs underneath that one.
So I'll ask the question this time. Do we go last shot?
Partner, you're the smart one of the bunch.
It looks like they will. And
I
guess
always
they
like
will.
going for the first available because you can't
Yeah.
always assume.
I know.
Double screen up top. Pegler, left side, looking to create.
He wanted to.
Step around, Pecos.
Got
2
a hit.
on the game clock. Here's a throw up, short of the buzzer, and this one out of bounds for Greg Guess, and we head to the all-important fourth quarter. Tied up at 37 between Alter and Upper Arlington here on SUV TV. To the fourth quarter we go, knotted up at 37. Along with Scott Mueller, I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us here on SUV TV. Marquez Burnett is our producer, our videographer, our babysitter here this evening.
And a fine job he does, keeping us honest. Good pass.
Worked in to Pecos, off his hands, turned over.
It was a good play, though. That's a good one to come out of the out in the fourth quarter get that back door, something going to the rim.
6 seconds deep into this fourth, tied up at 37. Again, as we mentioned, one tie, one lead change. So technically, since the end of the first half, Alter has not had a lead back. They've tied up the ball game, but that's it. And they move the 2-3 along with the ball handler.
Yeah. So back to a methodical, logical, moving offense and defense. Here
There's
we go.
a long three
Oh.
in and out, halfway
Yeah.
down the well and out for Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Guess sets a screen, now looking in the post. Pegler low left and one! No, wave it off.
What's he gonna have?
Traveling.
Travel. A travel. I am. I'm interested to know how he had a travel on that. Did you see it? I don't know.
I don't have good words.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. I'm too far away. I'll just chalk it up to that. I'm too far away.
Here's Mitchell with the ball, still holding onto the dribble. Charlie Freiberger is in the ball game. He handles it now.
Well,
Wearing the number 3. Now it's back in the hands of Mitchell. They stay around that that timeline area. Now here's Nichols on the move. Free throw line jumper, no good. See a lot of different players out there for the Golden Bears, so another line change maybe perhaps to start the fourth. Drive, Pecos to the rack, and one!
And one for Peyton Pecos.
Pecos will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point try. He's given the lead back to the Alter Knights, and we've got a timeout charge for the Golden Bears. We'll hold it right here with 6:28 left to go. Foul is on Nate Nicholas.
Peyton Pecos has been quite a workhorse here since the start of the second half. I've seen a decided difference in everything he's been doing, both his defense, his offense, and just his approach.
He's got a game-high 15.
Yeah.
And for Upper Arlington, number 4,
And it looked like when
Brody
Pegler
Larrison,
came in the ball game,
number 11, Will Gray.
midway through the first period, you thought that he was going to take over, given that he is the scoring leader in the conference. But it's really been Pecos' game, especially since the start of the second half.
I agree with that, and you're right. With Pegler's athleticism, it did look like he was about to take over. But yeah, Pecos has been a little bit more in the work hard department, and he's been having a lot going to the rim, and he's just been causing a lot of problems for the Golden Bears and their defense.
Coming up tomorrow, a slate of 5 games that'll start with Price School out of North Carolina against Iowa United. That's at 11:30. Margaretta out of Division 5 in Ohio will take on Northridge at 1:15. At 3, it'll be Lumiere against Utah Prep at 3. At 4:45, Warrensville Heights against Fairmont, the host school. And the wrapper to the whole thing in the nightcap, Indian Hill and Tri-Village. Any of those games that you catch your attention?
You know, I'll be interested to see how La Lumiere follows up after their win today and the kind of effort that they're going to give against Utah Prep. So, yeah, that one interests me for sure.
Bakos completes the three-point play, give him 16, and it's a three-point lead for the Knights. Mitchell on the catch, plays it back up on top. Graves with a quick touch. Larrison back this way. Henry comes back for the ball outside the arc. They're trying to go inside and out. Come in, get back outside, receive the pass, and then go back in.
Oh.
Here's a three. Catch release, too short for Graves.
Good catch.
And the rebound, the putback here for Larrison.
Brody Larrison.
Very fortunate Karam, and now we've got a technical foul.
Well, I'm glad you had eyes on it.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Well, they called it on
Alter number 2, Grant Guest.
Yeah.
His first, team's first. Luke Mitchell at the line for Upper
on Grant
Arlington.
Guess, and I'm not really sure what he said. But it was no hesitation by the official.
You might think that it's a word of the four-letter variety.
Yeah, my guess is you'd be correct.
Typically, when I think about
No.
things like that, you
No.
know, on technical fouls,
Alter number 15,
it's
Lucas
an
Bachman.
expletive of some sort, or it's a word to your mother.
Yeah.
And it might literally be a word about your mother.
Yeah, yeah. But that's kind of a difficult scenario given, you know, the nature of how those technical fouls go, because Upper Arlington got the score, got the free throw, and now they get the ball.
And we had a tie ball game.
Yeah.
Second tie of the contest.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite a possession.
Out of bounds to the Golden Bears bench. And to trigger, it'll be Will Graves. Has a good-looking ginger flow on him. Rather envious of the flowing locks. They work it in. Larrison at the free throw line. Back outside.
Oh, good
and the ball
defense.
loose and taken away and a foul. In the hands of Hayden Henry, he got it pulled away from him by Nicholas and drew the contact.
Golden Bears foul number 10,
Yeah,
Hayden Henry, his
that's
second,
part of that
team's
tough
second.
defense that Alter is taught, and that's not the slapping, reaching nature, but to get those hands in there and create almost like a jump ball. It's very difficult to get through.
It's Pegler, the conference's leading scorer with 18 a ball game. Looking to come inside, has yet to get in. Works in against Larrison, now kicks it out. Three, back iron and out for Nicholas.
Nice job of blocking out there by Upper Arlington. Ooh.
Long fly pattern pass off the hands, and now some calamity, but recovered by Upper Arlington. Nice save out there by Charlie Hunt.
Yeah. Coach Bill's pleading with them to just settle things down and make sure they get a good possession. Oh, that's a good call.
Larrison and a foul. He went up strong, 4-on-4 damage. Larrison went up, fouled by the other four, Thomas Nicholas.
His first, team's second.
I feel like that needs to happen a little bit more often, is have it go back into Nicholas on the regular.
And for Upper Arlington, number 2.
They put
Nicholas.
15 up on the board. I don't see 15 in the ball game.
Also checking in, number 32, Luciano Harrigan.
And now we
Agreed.
see him back out at the center stripe there.
Oh, there
so,
he is, yeah.
So they gave the foul instead to Lucas Bodkin, who came over on the help, and that's his first.
There we go. So the 1-point lead.
So Larrison makes it a third lead change.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, got him on the screen. Okay.
Ninth foul, number 0. Drew Cripps, that's his second, team third.
We're seeing a little bit of slop here in terms of fouls right now.
Yeah.
Cripps guilty of the personal. That's a second.
Just,
And for the Golden Bears, number
getting a little
5,
edgy
Charlie
on that
Hunt,
screen.
number 11, Will Graves.
Henry on the catch, down to the corner. We'll give it back, throw it, and telegraphed it, and it's a 3-on-1, a 4-on-1. Pegler dumps it off.
Yep. That's
And
gonna be
the
careful.
finish by Nicholas. Alter regains the lead at 42-41.
Big shot.
3-point basket, Will
Big
Graves.
shot by Graves there. Give him the 2-point advantage.
44-42 on a 5th lead change, thanks to Graves and the trifecta. 3.5 to play, and the player is stripped, and we head the other way, off the hands of Lucas Botkin. Botkin we didn't really get to mention, 6'4" senior forward.
Yep. Seen some of his first action of the day today. That's probably.
Timeout charged to Alter. By the way, what's been weird coming into this ballgame, we've seen a ponderance of 2s really by Alter, but coming into this ballgame, they go for 3 as much as they go for 2, it seems like. The Knights had attempted a whopping 300 3-point attempts coming into this contest against 344 attempts inside the 3-point line. That's 46.5% on attempts on field goals from outside 3.
Right.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I agree with you. Now, the clip perhaps difference tonight might be the fact that they're struggling from outside the arc. I don't know. But we might be seeing a little bit more going to the rim simply because of that struggle. Because they aren't hitting their outside shots tonight. So they might be seeing a little bit more going to the rim.
I think the point that I really wanted to make on this is you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and right now you're behind by 2 with 3.5 to play.
Good point. Good point.
I love trite adages, and that is about as trite as they get.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But we're seeing a lot of balanced scoring, really.
Graves throws it in, and we're back underway. Double team down low on the right. Charlie Hunt lost the handle, and we've got a jump ball.
Yep.
Jump ball. Possession upper Arlington.
It'll stay up front on alternating possessions. And the throwback, it goes to Hunt. He'll play it immediately to Luke Mitchell, who's seen a lot of time in the backcourt directing traffic.
Oh.
Out to the sideline, Mitchell returns it up high. Larrison, quick touch on over for Will Graves. The handoff, it goes back to Mitchell. They run a little weave, and right now you're seeing that weave come across the paint.
Yep. Very content with a 2-point lead. Take time off this clock. Hopefully get to the charity stripe. Or create layups.
Well, you really are looking for something easy, right?
Yes.
And I think
that's precisely it.
Drive for Henry.
Oh, boy.
Clutches, throws it up, and an ill-advised shot, Fenton the rebound.
Yeah.
Out to Bakos for 3, way off the mark. The rebound, put back, no good for Nicholas. And a long outlet, and the layup, and in for Charlie Hunt.
Charlie Hunt.
We heard the slap of the glass
did.
out there. That was wild, and it's a 4-point lead for Upper Arlington.
Yeah, we did.
That's a layup drill to be sure.
Oh.
Pegler for 3.
3-point basket, William Pegler.
Well, they're signaling 2, but he called it a 3. I'm wondering if they won't change that at the break.
So we see 46-45.
Yeah.
I didn't see the foot on the line.
I didn't either, but I'm not sure. I saw this near official call it a 2. He signaled 2. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I wonder if they won't change this.
Well, let's see.
That's his first.
I don't know.
If they're going to do it, they really need to talk about it now.
Yeah.
And they have done. They have changed it to a 2.
Okay. Yeah.
So 3 off the board for Pegler. Give him the 2. It's a 2-point contest with 1:38 to go. Every point matters here in this ball game down the stretch.
Oh, that's jump ball.
Jump ball. We head the other way. Good defense by the Knights.
But that's what they do. Like I was saying before, that's how skilled they are at their defense. It's just being able to create those jump balls. They don't reach to slap down. They don't reach to foul.
Here's Fenton, a 3-ball, off the mark. And a foul. Or no, a timeout.
Coach Bills wants a timeout.
Timeout with 1:16 left to go. Well, he's got a prime opportunity here. A 2-point lead, no shot clock in the high school game here in Ohio.
Yep.
You can milk this for what it's worth.
You can. And I also think he wants to talk about just how intense this defensive effort's going to be by Kettering-Alter. So, it's going to come down to 76 seconds worth of battle. And you want to get easy shots, you mentioned that, or free throws. And with Alter having one more foul to give, you're going to have to be tough enough to withstand the pressure and take the contact for at least one more try.
Partner game, aside from the game, something to bring up here.
Yeah.
Do you know who the most famous graduate of Upper Arlington High School is?
I feel like I should know this because my mom went to Upper Arlington High School. It's not my mom. I know that.
Well, in your household, it might
I'm
as
sure
well
she's
be.
mentioned it. Yeah, I'm sure she has mentioned it. I feel like my dad would know this too because I'm sure he's heard it.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
The reference to the Golden Bear mascot
Jack
name
Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus.
is apt.
There it is. And I knew as soon as you said it, I knew it because and I do remember my dad even saying that. Yeah.
So Jack Nicklaus is not the reason why the mascot name is the Golden Bears, by the way. He's actually, it's an homage when he became a pro golfer.
Yeah.
That became his nickname, partly because of his golden locks, but partly because of where he came from. And that's why he's named the Golden Bear.
Makes sense.
It's
Makes
an
total
homage
sense.
to his hometown.
That makes sense. Makes total sense.
The amazing thing, and you would expect this, right, from Jack Nicklaus. He excelled at baseball, but golf turned out to be his chosen sport. And I don't know, maybe it's literally trouble with the curve, right?
Well, he had a beautiful golf swing, and he was a heck of a golfer, and just an incredible champion.
By the way, as a quick aside, on the topic of Jack Nicklaus, the Memorial, his tournament, he's got his own golf course out there in the west side of Columbus, and of course, revered as an Ohio State alum as well as Upper Arlington, and still holds the record for major wins, 18.
Wow.
Tiger never caught him.
No.
Back to action. And they keep it way outside, under a minute to play.
Yep.
Luke Mitchell back over for Graves. A little keep away right now and a reach in, a little tap foul out on the sideline.
Well, and that was the gimme foul that everybody knew was coming.
Grant Guest picks up his second.
Yep. That'll be the last common foul. Oh, wait. Did I miss one?
So that's 5 fouls now. So we're now in the penalty or the bonus, depending upon what you literally called. I know back in the day, in the NBA level, we call this the penalty, but I guess this is technically the bonus.
Yeah. Okay. I must have missed one. I thought I looked up at the board and saw they only had 3, but I must have missed one.
Nichols, number 32, Luciano Harrigan.
So we're going to see substitutions. I'm sure a package for offense, defense here for Eric Coulter, down by 3, and this one to make it 2 possessions.
Yep. All right. So Alter needs to make sure that this is tough without fouling.
It's Pegler off the screen.
Yep.
Stays
Switch
outside.
Everything.
High-low. It goes to Fenton. No good, and 1. He knew he had a bunny. Tried to get it up. Fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line.
Yep.
With 37.5 seconds left to go.
They're very fortunate that shot didn't go in. Because Alter definitely got the matchup they wanted. They wanted big on little. They got it. They just didn't get the shot to go.
Benton at 6'6" and good on the first.
Back in for the Golden Bears, number 11,
59% shooter at the charity stripe. And you cut the game back to a field goal lead.
Right.
The difference between 3 and 4 points in a margin is huge at this time of the game.
I feel like we're going to see a shift in the type of pressure that Alter's going to put up here.
Got them both. Good looking shot for a young man hitting on 59% of his free throws.
1, 2, 2.
Pressure defense.
Yep. Oh, down
A
court.
long
Here it
baseball
is.
pass out to Hunt. Well, he'll retain and wait for everybody.
Sure, why not?
And a foul with 25.2. I want to talk about a philosophy, whether you have it or not.
Okay.
I think when you're literally all by yourself in the
Yes.
front court, you put it home on a bunny.
You score it. Absolutely, you score it. You score it and put the pressure back on them. Put the pressure back on them to have to score points, because that's a 2-possession game.
We'll see the free throw. No
And
good.
that's why.
And
That's why, because now it's a 1-possession game, and that's if he scores this one.
Well, if he doesn't
Well,
score.
no. Actually, I take it back. I apologize. You're right. He missed that free throw. I forgot that Fenton missed his free throw.
Mitchell makes it a 2-possession contest.
Yeah. But no, I agree with you, partner. You're exactly right. If he scores that layup wide open by himself, it's a 5-point game. Now you begin to stretch it out to more than a 2-possession game if you can.
And if you're the team that's behind, in this case, Alter, the clock's your enemy, and as well as the opponent.
All right, yeah. And as you score it, that clock does keep rolling. That's the other thing. You take the pressure off of yourself, and you want that clock running. Like right now, I even move up and make them touch the ball.
49-45. So whatever this is, it probably needs to be quick into the hoop, and then you play defense automatically upon the shot going up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say defense, you're not playing back. You're playing forward towards the ball handler and the trigger.
Mm-hmm. So my curiosity right now is what they're talking about at the scorer's table. Because remember what I was talking about. I was unclear as to why we were shooting free throws to begin with, but so what happened here?
Well, we're still awaiting here. We see Joe Bills up waiting to get his own explanation. There was a conversation with Eric Coulter on the Alter bench.
And fans are clearly not happy with something.
And both teams come back to their own respective bench. So whatever it is, they still got to figure it out.
They took a point off of Upper Arlington's side. It was a 50, now it's a 49.
Okay. We're not. Well, now I'm confused officially, but at the same time, if that's the rule, the lay of the land, that's how it is.
Yeah.
So one bucket, a long-range bucket, can tie it up.
Right. Okay.
So do you go first available here?
Good question.
It's
that's a foul.
Bakos and he's
That's a foul.
fouled
Now
with
they had a foul to give.
13.5 left to go.
Yep, they had a foul to give. So that just takes that out of bounds, and that's okay. I'm sure Coach Bills made them aware of that.
In for the Golden Bears, number 5, Charlie Hunt.
Hunt's back in the ball game for Upper Arlington.
And the other school of thought here is you're up 3. Do you just go ahead and put him at the line? Uh-oh.
Long pass.
Oh, good play. Oh!
Nearly stole
That's
away.
a
Take
great
it back
play.
by Bakos. And we had the other way. I'm not sure I buy this. Because the man who stole the ball with 10.1 seconds away was out of bounds, or it looked like he was going out of bounds. Bakos had it. Unless there was a foul, this should be an Alter possession. I don't know.
Incredible play, depending on how the officials saw it.
So where it looked like Bakos was in front of us, out to the side.
Right.
He was in play.
Yep.
And I didn't get a clear look at who stole the ball or made contact with the ball, but it was back in play to Bakos, and then they stopped the clock.
Yeah. From what I could tell, whoever stole the ball for Upper Arlington played it back off of Bakos, and as he lost it, I think the ball touched the sideline. And that's what was out of bounds. was the basketball hit the sideline
So,
off of Bakos, I think is what they called.
well, if he was out of bounds, he was barely out of bounds, and I think that may be the problem here.
Possibly.
Because from our view, and mind you, we don't
Yeah.
have a great
We
view of
don't.
the near sideline.
We don't, because we've got fans that are sitting right there for us not to be able to see if the Upper Arlington player was stepping out of bounds or not. But I believe that's what the official saw, was the ball hitting out of bounds after it hit Bakos. I wish we had instant replay. We could do that. We could take a look at that.
Well, now you got to steal the entry if you're Alter.
Yep. Yep.
And follow immediately if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
The trigger man is Will Graves. He's looking back, and it's
There it
taken
is.
away.
There's the steal.
Bakos outside, looking for Pegler, and a timeout.
Okay.
And Pegler was struggling for the ball. I don't know if they really had possession, but they were given and granted the timeout. And with 6 seconds left to go, you have a final play you can draw up.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
So in the meantime, as we wade through this timeout, I think Alter might have squandered the last 20 seconds, and now that might come back to bite them if they don't get a 3 here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you certainly have enough time to let something develop. You can get the ball in bounds. You can even, run a double screen. You could run a back screen. You can do a lot of different things in 6 seconds. So, it doesn't have to go to the inbounder. The inbounder, whoever catches it, doesn't have to be the one to shoot.
Well, how about this? Let's say if you're drawing up a play, and if you're assuming it's on the near sideline, would you like the trigger man to be the shooter coming on in after triggering the ball?
Possibly. I mean, the most likely person to do it is Pegler. If I'm Coach Bills, he's the one I'm probably going to identify as the top choice. But that said, Bakos is number 2 because he certainly has the hot hand. So he's the one that I have to identify as a secondary.
So the trigger man's going to be Grant Guess. Pegler's out at center court, or what's at the top of the key. Body's on everybody. Here's Pegler with the ball, puts it on the deck, and
okay, that's
foul.
not a bad foul. That's not a bad foul in my opinion, because now they're going to go to the line for 2 instead of 3. And now I'm giving my guys a chance to rebound a basketball with no chance of losing this game on these 2 shots.
Do we have another timeout?
Yeah.
We do.
Alternates a 30-second timeout.
We're being slogged to a final shot ending. It's a slow death. I liken this literally to death by 1,000 paper cuts. Mercy.
Death by timeouts.
Well, here's the thing. You're playing to an ultimate moment in a game. But if you've got timeout after timeout on the same possession, what are you doing? You're playing chess, which I understand.
You are.
At some point, you're overthinking, and you're not thinking enough about execution on a play.
Fair point. Fair point. So your Coach Bills, you're absolutely identifying the rebound as the key element here. If you're Coach Coulter, you're identifying a make on this one, and then the question mark becomes, are you missing the second one intentionally with a tip in to tie, or are you making and then trying to steal the inbounds? Because there's still time.
So Pegler to the line.
But you got to make this one. Oh,
Off
okay.
the mark.
Now it's different. Now it's different. Yep, now it's different because everything pretty much hinged on you making the first one. Oh, I missed them both. Okay, well.
No good.
Yep.
Tapped.
Yep.
And out of bounds or saved.
Ooh,
and
okay.
no time
I don't think
remaining.
so.
And that is the end of your game. Mercy. We're waiting to see if it will stand as the end. The ball went out of bounds as the clock was expiring, and still some question. You see Joe Bills on one side and Eric Coulter on the other side, still some conferring on this to whether to put time back on the clock. But what a finish And that's it. That's the end of your ball game on the ball batted out of bounds on the baseline as Upper Arlington survives Alter 49-46.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to see each and every one of you back here tomorrow morning. First tip off 11:30 a.m.
Alter
Game number 14.
drops their record of 8-6 with a loss. Upper Arlington improves to 10-3 with the win. The Division I team defeating the Division IV team here in Kettering tonight. I have to say, as we put a wrapper to this one, I want to say first and foremost here, I was impressed by Peyton Bakos. He had 16 in the book to my count. And while he was on the losing end tonight from a team standpoint, his free throws down the stretch kept it very close.
Yeah, his efforts were very good. I was very impressed with him. He's a good leader, senior. I think he's going to have a very good season for this Alter team. You know, despite the fact, again, you said it was a losing effort, and Pegler being a leading scorer on this squad, but you know, very good effort by Peyton Bakos.
On the other side, also leading the scoring from a game standpoint, Brody Larrison with a team high, also 16 points. He played very well, especially down the stretch.
Yeah.
And a good job here for Upper Arlington. They came back from a first quarter deficit to outscore Alter by a whole bunch in the second quarter, and that actually really propelled them to the win here this evening.
Yeah, the shooting by Mr. Larrison, starting in the third quarter and then extending into the second half, was key. Give credit to Coach Bills. He kept everybody focused, kept everybody centered. The second half proved to be more of the same, and as they started to pull away a little bit, I thought their composure was outstanding. Again, a well-coached team on both sides of this game, and it came down to the very end. Exciting for both teams.
Final thoughts on what you saw today. Obviously, what we saw close games all around in our three that we went and called together, but we saw some good basketball here this afternoon.
We did. Different styles of play. You know, I thought your comment that it was logical, methodical in this one. It was up and down and exciting in game two. You know, game one was a little slow to get started, but again, we are talking about teams that play a lot of basketball in just a few short days. So sometimes we just have to give credit where credit is due and know that these kids are playing as best they can in a short period of time.
Partner, is a fun Sunday. We hope to make it a fun Monday as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward to two more good ones tomorrow.
And again, the final here in this one. Upper Arlington defeating Alter by a score of 49-46. They improved to 10-3. The Knights fall to a record of 8-6 on the season. Thanks go out to our producer, videographer, Marquez Burnett. Be sure to stick around with us tomorrow. We'll have a full slate of games starting at 11:30. Christ School against Iowa United. Matt Digby will have the call right here on SUV TV. Can't wait to get the last five in tomorrow here for your Monday. Again, the final. Upper Arlington, a winner, 49-46 on 16 points by Brody Larrison to set the tone and end up with a win for the Golden Bears. For Scott Mueller, I'm Geoff Kim. Good night from Kettering.